Hey everybody, welcome to the Method Figures channel, and today, I know I promised you guys a Luffy review. I know, I'm sorry, but I just had to do a little rant video today because while messing with Luffy, right, I understand where everybody was complaining, and I understand where everyone was like, I don't know if I like this line or not. Like, I don't know this, and this. And what's bothering me mainly, is just the disregard of care for these figures. Especially with the news of all the new pre-time skip stuff coming out. And by new, I just mean the Zoro, because we knew we was getting Luffy and Nami. But I'll get into that later. Just so you guys understand what I'm about to complain about, I'm going to yap and complain about what they have done to the raid on Onigashima, Zoro, Luffy, Sanji, and bring up all the pre-time skip stuff, alright? That's what I'm doing today. So lock in, get a snack, do chores, hop in the shower, because I'm yapping. Okay? And I will let you guys know when maybe you should watch, because, I'll throw some stuff up at the end. But that's what the goal of the video is today, and that's what we're going to do. Okay? Okay. So first, let me give y'all a little history about me and these figures. So, after I ordered Goku, I was just happened to be at my local Walmart and found Zoro. Best selection for $35. I said, oh my goodness gracious, let me buy him. Now, Zoro is the first figure that I opened. Goku was the first one I ever bought. There's a difference. When I grabbed him, when I asked the worker to grab him, I was like, I need him, thank you so much. I'm like, oh, it's just another Zoro behind him, so it's not going to be Sanji. Wrong. It was Sanji behind him. So I bought Zoro. The next day, on my 30-minute lunch break from my job, ran to Walmart, bought Sanji, opened Sanji. Okay? We understand this. I was excited. Now, a lot of people were like, oh, I don't like that they did this, yada, yada, yada. I was like, no, it's fine. Because I like the pre-time skip looks. Like, the all black, like, that's my Zoro. The maroon suit Sanji, it isn't bad. It's not bad at all. I liked it. So I was safe. It just sucked I didn't have a Luffy. So a few months later, I finally get my Luffy. And I'm unbelievably excited. I know there's going to be some flaws, but I didn't think they'd be this bad. Right. And I don't think this should have made him a $35 figure. But for some reason, TAMASHII likes to pick and choose what does what, who gets what, and what is really a $35 figure. And me, usually, I'm on the defense of TAMASHII. Normally, I am. But after this Luffy, I'm just a little upset. I'm a little upset. Okay? So let's break it down. Let's do a little compare contrast right now. So let's look at the raid on Onigashima Luffy, right? He comes with himself, 4 faceplates, the hat that you can take off, but he can't wear on his back that he does. So you can have him with his hat, without his hat, hands, and what's the accessory he comes with, ladies and gentlemen? What do they give him? A piece to go on his neck when you swap heads. Now, that is a brilliant inclusion if it came with something else. But for that being the only accessory, that is unbelievably insane. Now, let's look at the pre-time skip Luffy, right? Pre-time skip has the hat, a different head mold, so you have him with and without the hat, right? Same hands, 4 faceplates, $35. But what does he come with? Meat. He comes with a piece of meat bitten out of it. So, all of a sudden, we can add accessories. Right. Now, do I think he should have came with stretchy arms? Yes, I do. But I get it. They wanted him to be a budget release. I get it. So, what's the least they could have done? giving us black hands. Giving us black hands. If you can give Naruto 9 different hand signs, a Rasengan, and a kunai, you could have at least gave us black hands for Luffy. At least you could have. But all of a sudden, for pre-time skip, you can give him the exact same accessories plus meat, which is integral to his character, honestly. All 3 of them were exhausted. And then what did Usopp say? A woman swordsman who had meat came up and they all woke up. Meat, Luffy loves meat, he loves to eat it. So only pre-time skip gets that? What? How does that make sense to me? That doesn't make sense. Now, when it comes to water effects, wind effects, electricity effects, I believe that they should be separate. 100% I do. Because if they make the 35 or 60 right, people buy more, you have more, then you end up with a lot of accessories they don't really need that only are akin to one character, right? So I don't want a lot of extras. You can always use them, but it doesn't matter because you can just buy one set and use it for every single character. And those effect piece sets are so unbelievably cheap. They're like $20, $15. They're worth it. Why? Because electricity, water, wind, ice, like almost in every single, anime manga, you can find characters in your series that is, supernatural action. Of course, don't bring up no slice of life or romance and be like, oh look, Kaguya has shut up. You can pretty much find these common powers, fire, explosion, right? So I'm fine with that. I'm fine that most of Tamashii's things don't come with effect pieces because those are overall very common things that they make specific sets for, right? Even the new smoke effect that just is coming out, which is amazing, is cool for all your smoke, shadows, speedsters. It's awesome because you can use it for so many different characters. But when you have characters that only do things that are specific to only them, they then have to come with accessories. For example, nobody else does a Kamehameha. But base Goku don't come with a Kamehameha? That's ridiculous to me. That's ridiculous. I understand that Legendary Super Saiyan comes with one. $70 figure. I understand that SSJ4 comes with the Kamehameha. $70 figure. Krillin, $50. Destructo Disc, right? But he's a different mold. That base Goku mold costs them probably 5 cents now. Probably not 5 cents, but probably like $5 now. Because they've perfected it at this point. It would not kill them to throw in a Kamehameha effect, correct? Luffy. Only Luffy stretches, right? Only Luffy stretches. I have not seen another anime or manga that has an important character that stretches. The only person that comes to mind is that dude in My Hero who stretches his neck like a lame-o. Like a lame-o. Okay? That's whack to me. So Luffy needs to come with effect pieces that stretch, right? Or at the very least, give him black hands so we can at least have hockey. Because again, hockey is in any other anime manga verse. It's not. So you couldn't even give us hockey. Now let me look at other $35 figures and look at the effects you gave them, right? Yuji, you gave him 4 different faceplates, the Sukuna one, and you gave him his lag spirit punches. Let's look at a figure that's coming out next year. Bam, the Deku. You gave him probably one of the best sculpts I've ever seen in my life, and you still gave him a 100% and a black whip effect piece. Why? Because only black whip is in My Hero. If it's character specific, you have to give it to the character. This is dumb. This is dumb. And it also feels like they're not treating one.
Hey everybody, I would like to apologize for the amount of aggression in this video, and that's why the audio got cut short. I was getting a little too crazy, and while I was editing it, I was over it. So I'd like to apologize, because I didn't want to do the Luffy review with this much anger and animosity toward a plastic toy as a grown man. So I posted the rant instead. A few things. One, most Tamashii effect pieces are around $30. So, not $15, $20. Definitely a little bit more expensive, but I still believe they're worth it. Deku's $50, I apologize. And expect the Luffy review tomorrow without this much animosity. The intro's already done, so it'll just be the actual review and articulation. So please stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so sorry I was unbelievably angry. I hope it made you laugh. Please tell me what you think in the comments. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and have a great rest of your day.